shit, talking about his guns around and security weapons and all that. Really? And now they got some token niggas out here that want to put it.
I'm looking at some videos now. Hold on, y'all.
Look, man. Look. All that old we shall overcome, all that old Ben Crump, we need to get justice and all that bull. Nah, bro. Let me tell you something. There's only two things that these folks, and they don't even fear two of them. It's one. They don't even fear that one. Because when you bring death, you don't fear it. But they'll start fearing it when that shit start hitting home. So you got to understand that, man, there is a law that governs the universe. You just it ain't gonna be no killings without no killings. You just is not gonna just keep killing, and then thinking that ain't nothing else is gonna happen. What really?
Okay, let me. Just want to make sure I show our disclaimer. That's all.
I'm waiting for the tea. Drop it like it's hot.
Hold on, because it's 3 videos, so I'm gonna do them one by one. Ooh, child. This is crazy, and that's what I'm wondering to the person who, I can't see it right now, but somebody said in the chat why he dropped on his hood. I was about to ask, was he mentally unstable? Was something wrong? I don't know. But anyway, everybody hit mute so we can watch the first footage. Okay, let me make it bigger.
Okay. Who saw it?
I saw it. He jumped up. That fella jumped up on the hood, and he jumped out his car and shot it.
Okay. You got an ID? You got an ID?
Yeah, I got an ID. I live right across the street.
Thank you.
Why is on my side?
Yes.
I was coming down here. I got it. He ran across the street, so I stopped. Jumped on my car.
Hang on just for a second. You witnessed everything?
I saw it.
Okay.
I have my daughter and my child in here. Okay, got you. Are you related to anybody here? No. You too. Got you. Is your family? No. Okay, got you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my son. He's my son.
This is your
son. Okay, this is your son?
Wow, that was his son.
That's video number 1. Yep, the father was a witness. So now we're going to watch video number 2. Wow, he said, that's my son.
What's his name, sir? Your son? Jason. You got any kind of medical issues or anything like that? Before this, no? What happened just before he came over here?
He came over there and he came out the yard, and I was trying to get him to come back over here, and I called him. I said, come back, Jason. He come out into the street.
Right.
He was out here in the daggone street, and that fella drove up.
248 City.
Jumped up on the guy's hood, and the guy jumped out and shoot. So.
Gotcha. Okay. Did anybody record anything like that? I
don't know about nobody recording the shooting, the actual shooting, but I can see where he was on the hood.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay.
You see right there, pulled out.
Okay.
Pulled out one of the daggone windshield wipers, and he hit the windshield.
Do you have any mental issues or anything like that? As far as you know? Okay, I'm sorry to ask you the question.
Hotel 11.
So his father said he didn't even know if he had it. Well, I think he said no, or he don't know if he has any mental issues.
That's one of them. But the video I sent you, that was the one where this you can also
Well, there's another one on here. So let me play this third one. Miss Cisco, she just keep jumping on and on. Just jumping on and on. Child, what you doing, woman?
You talking about the one about the cop killing Jason Walker?
That's the videos. That's the videos that we've been watching.
My son unplugged the internet. I'm sorry, and I don't know.
Okay, that was his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, his name was Jason Walker. Yep, that's the videos that we've been watching. So here's video number 3. All right, everybody go on mute.
Okay, who witnessed what?
I need a alcohol pad or something to wipe off his blood.
Ooh, I don't have one handy.
Okay, yeah, I just don't know because I didn't have gloves or anything, and I was holding the pressure and stuff before y'all got here. I'm traumatized. Sorry, I'm just shooken up.
That's okay.
Craziest shit I've seen.
That's okay. What can you tell me what happened?
So we were, but he was already on the ground, but he was in the truck and he came up and I don't know what exactly happened. I don't know if he got into the car or he was actually hit. I don't know. Okay. But they were in the truck in the vehicle. I don't understand. They were in a big ass car. He didn't have anything on him or anything like that. Speculation. I don't know if he was mentally unwell or anything.
Okay.
And then the guy just started shooting him. And while
he was in the car, he shot him.
Shot the sheriff, whatever the hell he says he's the sheriff. But I didn't see any post of threat.
He was already on the ground and he shot him?
Yeah. It's like he hit him and then got out and then just shot him. Okay. Like literally.
What is your name?
Elizabeth Ricks.
How do I spell that?
Elizabeth. Did he have a pulse?
What last name?
I'm gonna need more units here at the ambulance.
Ricks, Ricks.
Ricks. Date of birth?
5.
What's a good phone number for you?
Sir.
All right. What's current home address? Super close.
Yeah, I saw.
Sure. What's the zip code? And you also saw it? Or?
I just seen a man on the ground when we pulled up. And
I saw him hit
ran
him.
out in front of him and hit his car, came up on his car, so he shot him. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, but he first and then shot him.
You know if he was hit by the car?
Yeah, that's like he literally I didn't fully see it all happen, but when he got, all I saw was what's happening. I rolled down my window. He was like, he ran in front of my car and he said that he was trying to protect his family. And then I saw him get
That's family. That's family there.
Yeah, they were all in that big ass truck.
Okay.
Don't understand.
What?
So, from what I can gather, and y'all can tell me what y'all actually think, because I don't know, the father of the guy who died, he did say my son snatched off the windshield wiper, but then the white lady witness, who was a trauma nurse who tried to save his life, she said that she saw the man in the truck hit the man with the car. So I don't know, but I mean, did he hit the man and then the man ran back and jumped on his hood and snatched his windshield wiper off or try to damage his windshield? Is that what happened? Or
that sounds like something plausible. Now that sounds like something that somebody would do. You know, you hit me and I'm gonna come back and be like, "What are you doing?"
Right.
Hey, sis.
But he said he was trying to protect his wife, and like she said, you in this big ass monster truck, and the man is outside the car, and you just killed him because he's a deputy sheriff. You protected your whole family from this man, and I don't know.
Rolled on.
He could have rolled on. Thank you. You in your vehicle.
he was thirsty to kill a nigga. But
see, now the person who video you sent me, they saying that black man was shot and killed in a road accident, and that's what I'm thinking might have happened. Like he might have.
No, this was a different one, sis.
No, but I'm saying in this situation, like me and Carmel Diva was saying, I think that might have been, like she said, plausible. Because from one witness, she's saying the man was in the truck with his family. He was just driving. He hit the guy. She said he hit the guy with his truck. Now the father said my son ran up, jumped on his car, snatched his windshield wiper. I mean, that could happen. Like if somebody hit you with their car and you pissed. Like how many times have a car almost hit you while you walking? And I didn't even kick the car before. So I you know what I'm saying? I didn't get like, you almost hit me. You know about to just go off like, oh.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he did say his child was in the car. I think his child was like it wasn't like no little baby or nothing.
No.
The confines
the child was in the truck, and from what people are saying from the story I'm reading right now, they said it's conflicting accounts on whether or not the sheriff hit the man. That's what it seemed like happened. That the sheriff hit the man, because that's what the trauma nurse even said. The trauma nurse said the sheriff hit the man.
Now, if they do an actual autopsy and don't try to cover it up, there should be some kind of evidence.
Should be some contact bruises from it. Right. And even still, if somebody was to jump on my truck, I have an SUV and I have a license to carry, and I don't leave home without it. It's always on my hip, my 9mm Glock 17. If somebody, and I was driving down the street and somebody was to jump on my vehicle or snatch off my windshield wiper, I'm gonna try to plow them down. If anything, I ain't gonna shoot them.
Right. Why you gonna get out? You already in the vehicle.
I'm gonna burn. I'm be burning real quick. I ain't gonna pull my gun off my hip and shoot them.
You're in a metal.
I just read this, right? This is the second shooting in Fayetteville this week.
They are trying to kill and not hurt. But you know what? You are off duty. So be a citizen and not a cop.
He was
and if that's the case,
you're still a citizen even when you're on duty.
We need to go and in the same training they're getting, where they're out to kill us and not just to stop us, maim us, then we need to do the same thing. See, that's that qualified immunity stuff. And where they can get off and I fear for my life, then leave.
They supposed to be trying to protect and serve, but they really trained to kill us. That's basically the bottom line. This man, he didn't have no weapon, and from what I'm reading, and I can't wait to find out more, but just from what I'm reading and from the witnesses, it looks like this sheriff hit that man, and the man got pissed off, jumped on his truck, and snatched his windshield wiper off, and then ran. The dad even said, yeah, my son jumped up, grabbed the windshield wiper, and ran. Why else would you jump up on somebody's car and just grab their windshield or what? So I think the nurse is telling the truth, that the sheriff hit the man. And so you hit the man, he reacts, and then you kill him. And he'll probably get off.
He killed him, so he killed that man, so that man couldn't talk about it. So he couldn't tell.
But thank God there were witnesses. Thank God there were witnesses. And the trauma nurse, she said, do you have something I can wipe his blood off of me with? She said, I tried.
Mm-hmm. And it's so sad that you hear all of this stuff, and you don't hear about the good things that police do. There are some good ones out there, these bad ones. The thing is,
hold
on,
make
it bad for all of them.
Miss B-Town Hester, I don't know if you got a license. I don't know if you got a gun. I don't know if you took any gun training, took any gun classes, any self-defense gun classes. But if a car is running into you and you have a pistol and you don't shoot it, you might as well turn your whole gun license, get back in to the lost and found, or get a refund, because that's one of the situations where you have a right to protect. A gun. A car can be a deadly weapon.
It is a deadly weapon.
These motherfuckers right here is a deadly weapon. Now you get close enough.
If somebody chasing you down with a car, if somebody running you over with a car, and you got a gun and you don't use it,
I want to hear bones crushing and teeth chattering. That's that fucking gun.
I mean,
I'm telling you, one time, let me tell you. One time I was driving and I thought somebody was following me for real. I thought somebody was following me. It was dark. It was late. I'm driving through the hood. It's dark. I'm driving through the hood and it's dark. And I'm thinking somebody really followed me. I hurried up and took my gun and I had it in my hand. I was ready. I was so ready. But then I started driving. You know how you try to lose people to see if they follow you? So I did that. They kept following me. I did that. Then I hit one turn and they just went straight. I'm like, oh, okay, they ain't following me. But I had that bitch. I had my boyfriend in my hand. Just like Tupac had his girlfriend, I had my boyfriend in my hand. And I was ready to pop off. Like,
You supposed to.
Pew, pew,
You-
pew. Pew,
Yeah,
pew,
you
pew,
yeah,
pew.
you send them hot ones first before anybody can receive a message.
Yo, they was
Then
about to
they
get
get
a
the
hot one
point.
for real that night because I was like, why is they following me? They was just following me. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
get your bitch ass on somewhere.
and you
nigga.
couldn't see, I couldn't see inside the car. They had tinted windows. I was like, okay.
I want to
couldn't
say
hear
this
no one.
about all of these situations involving the police. Like I said, there are good ones out there, and you rarely hear the stories about them. And the bad ones
There's
get
a
all
lot of
the
good ones.
publicity. But here's my thing with the good ones. Do you point out these bad ones? Do you
That's
try to
That's what
stop
make them
them?
not good.
Do you
That's
try to
what make
stop
them
them
just as
from
bad.
doing?
That's the whole problem that we had with one of the last few incidents with George Floyd. It's like,
That's what I'm saying. Do
y'all
you
claim
try to
y'all
stop
out,
them?
but
So you cannot consider yourself a good one if you are not. You got to police everybody. You can't just police the people on the street. You need to be able to police the
but
people
they be
you work with.
scared.
If you
They
know
be
that they are
scared.
wrong
They
and
be
in the
scared.
wrong, you need to step up.
They
And
be scared.
you know,
Here it
we
is.
as citizens
Hey,
should not
Clever
be
Lisa.
scared that, you know, we should not have to fear that some police officer is having a bad day and gonna
Yeah.
take it out on.
And they stopped us from that. And
Yeah,
like
I
how
can't
that your
And
boy
we
just
can't,
said,
you know, we
they
can't
stopped
retaliate.
a lot of the
They
old heads.
get off if they
Yeah.
shoot us. If we shoot them, we getting capital punishment.
Right, and that's the problem. The hood does not check the bad. You know what? I was watching, and I don't know how many of y'all been watching the Emmett Till miniseries part 2.
I've been watching it.
Okay, so I'm gonna relate the police out here, the good ones, especially these black cops who don't tell on these prejudiced police officers
Fuck
that they
them too.
working shoulder to shoulder with. I'm gonna relate them to the black people who helped grab Emmett and they stood by and let
Body
the black
blow.
man kill him,
Body blow. Just
knock all
give
his
it to
teeth
him.
out and drown him in that river. I'm gonna relate. That's the same type of shit that's still happening today. Back
With an
then,
airplane hanger. They
back
wrapped his neck around a fucking airplane fan hanger. What the fuck?
It's
And you
7
be saying,
pound fan. It was a
fuck
cotton
that,
gin
dude.
fan. Cotton
Back
gin
then,
fan.
a cotton
It's
gin
7
fan.
pound
Back then,
cotton
they were
gin
scared to
fan.
talk because they knew they probably could have been killed.
Man, fuck
Even
that,
though
man.
some people back in the day, they like, I don't care, kill me, kill me. I'm talking, but most people back then was kind of like, my family, my family. But
See, it's easy today. You know, my thing about, you know, talking about stuff that happened in the past, it's easy to say, oh, I wouldn't have did this and I would. But if you were living and you were a product of your times, very few people would have actually stood up and talked back and said something.
You are a product of your time, man. We can't say in 2021. We can't say in 2021 what we would have done. And I mean, we can say it. Yeah.
No, actually, no.
That I
No.
would poison my master and I would,
You know what? Actually,
do all kind of other
actually,
stuff
now-
and beat down his wife and all that. You can say you gonna do that, but we all
Past
know
the
ended up
slavery-
that people ended up
past
dead.
the slavery shit. I'll say this: since past the slavery shit, because I really can't. I honestly cannot say that my grandmother or my mom or my dad, even though my dad was born in the late 20s and my mom was born in the late 30s, they wasn't no punks, and they came up in when racism was like relevant amongst our people. So I can't really say that, you know, that what they wouldn't have did, because my both of them, they survived a lot of shit, but
And
now
I'm saying
fast forward
some people would retaliate back then, but we always know where it ended up. So I'm not saying that.
right,
people-
and that's the problem. But it's
You have
like
to
now.
understand. You know, you might be dead. Yeah, in 2021, I can say what I would have done in 1913, and I also got to say I would be 6 feet under.
No,
you know
what I meant to say was that it's the same thing as back then. It is now. They don't just do it to anybody. You see what I'm saying? They know who they can run up on and do what they can do, and they know who the fuck they not gonna run up on and do what they gonna do. Because my thing is that if you run up on me, then apparently you must have already signed your decree.
But see, they usually don't even know who they running up on, so I don't even know how far that can go.
No. A wolf.
I mean,
A wolf.
okay, I'm looking at it like this. Like, okay, so like when I was younger, you know, way back in the day, I was a little fry, you know, 100-something pounds. I wasn't that big and short, and a lot of people would underestimate me and think they could talk shit to me, walk up on me, and by the time I'm done dog walking their ass, they know exactly who I am and what hood I'm from and what block I'm from and who my people are and all that kind of stuff, right? So it's kind of like some people, they don't care who you are. They'll try you anyway. So with these police out here, I don't think it even matters if they know who you are, if they know if you might fight back, if they know, they just don't care. They just don't care.
These police don't care. They are bullies with badges. They are cowards with badges and guns.
Blue line,
if you were to take their little gun belt off of them, a lot of them will get their asses whooped.
If you take their guns away, they will walk away. If you took their guns away, they will walk. They wouldn't even look at you.
That's a lot. That's a lot of.
You really want to know how to really stick it to him, like stick it to the man, Here's what you do. Real shit.
Support your own.
You're so crazy.
No. I'm about to give y'all something that a lot of, and you know what, they're not going to disagree with it. Even their legal counsel wouldn't even disagree with it. Here's what you have to start. Here's what y'all have to start doing, family. If you really want to stick it to them, you go after their bond. They're either under a policy of single or they're up under an umbrella. An umbrella policy would be either that police department or that local department or that sheriff would. If they're under umbrella policy, it might be a little bit difficult uphill battle, but it'll still be worth it. Because that means that their fraternal is going to show up. Union rep going to show up and be like, hold on, man, we need to talk about it. And fuck the talking. What you trying to spend? When the union reps show up, they want to talk money because they don't want you to say shit about because they know they was out of line. But when you go after they bond, because to be a public official for one and an armed one at that, you have to have a bond for that firearm. So you go after the bond. We all, I'm gonna sue them. Yeah, you can do all that, but you're not gonna win when they were in their official capacity. You hit their monkey ass and you take them from steak and potatoes to spam and ham, nigga. I'm trying to tell you. Here's how it goes. When you have a firearm, you are a civil duty, whatever the hell you want to, like I said, a blue line badge buddy. You got the extra spandex with the stripes and your stars and your firearm and baton and handcuffing
to protect yourself and protect those who might be around you.
All that old good stuff. Shoot to kill before you even ask what the hell going on. Just shoot to kill. That's all you gotta do.
Right.
And be paranoid. But here's the thing. Make a long story short. You go after the bond. When I say you go after the bond, because here's what all judges fear. All judges fear the administrative judge. You want to know why? Because the administrative judge was the motherfucking one that got the answer to them Congress. He got the answer to the big dogs. He ain't got the answer to the little bootleg circuit court, the little eviction court justice of peace. No, he ain't got to talk to them. Fuck them. He got to talk to the commander in chief and them people's in the Congress, in the justice. He got to go up there with the U.S. Attorney General, like, hey, what the fuck is going on? So administrative judges don't play that shit. Them hard lines, like if you wrong, whether you up under the badge or not, you wrong, and I'm gonna get your ass. You got a black robe on, I don't give a damn. There's a reason why you got that gavel on that don't misuse it. That's it. A lot of folks don't know this information, and I ain't got shit else to say. But real talk, you have
to. Well, I'm not misusing my weapon because some people think they get it misconstrued. Oh, I got a weapon. I can just shoot. You look at me wrong.
Right.
You know
what kills me about the police, though? This is what kills me about the police.
That's how you get the police.
They always say, don't judge us without knowing us. We're here. We're here to protect the community. Don't judge us without knowing us. But yet and still, they judge us without knowing us.
5 and 10 years old, and they used to come to the school and stuff.
without knowing us.
Right.
They want our trust, but they trust no one in the hood. And I get it, that could be that's probably something that they need to do, but you can't do that. You can't put blanket fear or blanket problems over everybody.
What's the best way to starve a roach?
Whether you're a cop or you're a civilian like me, like I said, when you get that gun, when you get that license, when you get that license to carry concealed, you some people be like, and I know I'm not the only one who have said before I had a strap, man, if I had a gun, I would have. Oh, they lucky I didn't have no gun. You hear people say that all the time, right? But once you get that gun and you start going to those classes, you really learn what you can and cannot do and what could land your ass in prison for the rest of your life. Even if you think it was self-defense. Like once you actually, it's like this. It's fucked up. It's like the same thing when I with police. It should be the same way. The same way we have to be, I say always
accountable. The way we have to be accountable for what we do, they need to be accountable for what the hell they do.
Right.
We can stop that pipeline overnight.
Right. Hold on. Let me finish my statement though. What I'm trying to say is that's okay. What I'm trying to say is though, the same way we naturally, like from the hood, naturally, we have our guard up, right? If we walking through the hood at night, if we walking through the hood in the morning, and it ain't just in the hood, if we walking out west or somewhere, we always have our guard up, right? Because that's how we were raised, right? When we walking at nighttime to our car, we looking around, even if it's outside our own home when we taking out our trash, we just naturally on guard,
vigilant. That's called being vigilant.
You should always not have your guard all the way down, but you shouldn't automatically be afraid of everybody you encounter, because being afraid of everybody you encounter will have you pull that trigger and kill somebody, and you cannot come back from that. And then you can't say, I was afraid. I thought they had this. I thought they was going to do this. That's what these cops do all the time, and they get away with that shit.
You right, Holla. They're not about de-escalating anything. If anything, they escalate things more than what it has to be.
Exactly.
I'm
there are some, like you said, very few. There's very few that will de-escalate a situation. But most of them, they are the antagonists. They are the ones who make the situation worse than what it should have been.
I just had a question. What's the best way to starve?
They don't always be afraid. Sometimes they provoke us to anger.
Exactly.
But they don't want to hear that.
What's the best way to get rid of a roach?
Get rid of what? Get rid of what?
I said, what's the best way to get rid of a roach?
A roach? Oh, smash that. Well, I mean,
kill the mama while she pregnant.
Raid?
No.
Step on it.
You starve them motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah. You keep your house clean. You want to keep your house clean.
Exactly.
But sometimes roaches, they still, just like mice in the wintertime.
It don't matter. If it ain't shit for them to eat, then they eventually going to die off.
But they still
it's
might
the same
come,
way we get in.
They still might
when you take a person's privilege, that's all that they know, because these people make generational careers and retire off of our ignorance. When you start starving these motherfuckers, I'm telling y'all what will happen. You won't see all these little dusty monkey mouth ass kids riding around with Chargers and Hellcats. Oh, my mom and dad. Oh, yeah. All that shit have turned to damn.
Paying for their colleges in cash, no loans, no, they set up in the best schools, best colleges, best dormitories. That's why a lot of times they be trying to take the police funds. But how often does that happen? Not often.